all block components on Squarespace 7.1 and 7.0. This is a 7.1 website, and if you create a section with the new layout, fluid layout engine, the button for adding a block appears on the left. And if you click it, here are the components. But for simplicity, I'll use the classical editor. And now the default text block has been created. And if you want to see the panel with the components, you click plus, and here are all. So let's go first with the text component. This is probably the most used component, and it's for adding text. And here you have the new AI generator. Then you select the text type. Then you have additional styling options and formatting. And this is the text block. The next element is an image. And here you can add an image from your library or browse existing images. Then you have the option about the caption. You can also add a link to the image, alt text, and file name. And for caption, you have the options caption below, caption overlay and hover. And then we have the design. Here we have multiple options about the image, how it should be displayed. This is poster, card, overlap, collage, and stack. Let's go with card. And then you have the option corner radius, basically to adjust the radius of the image. Let's go with 10, and you can see it on the edges. And then we have animation. We have the side default, none, or all these options. Let's choose an animation, fade in, or slide up. And this is the image component. Let me save, just make sure it stays there. Then we have the button. The button is very simple. You have the text, the link, design. You choose primary, secondary, tertiary button. And you choose the alignment. Let's go with center. And the button is very simple. And if you type something, the available pages appear. And you can go to settings and link the files, email, phone. So it's very useful. And this is the button component. Next component is the gallery. Here you have the option to upload images, or you can click on this plus button and you can have the options to search images, upload images, and add a video. If you click the video, you can paste here the embeddable URL, and you can have a custom thumbnail. Then you have the video title and the video description. Let me add this video. I pasted the YouTube video. It's getting the information. If it has a thumbnail, it gets it from YouTube. It populates the title, and let's add a description. And let's add some images. The great thing about Squarespace is that it offers you some free images that you can use. You also have premium images. I'm not sure why it shows me this every time about the video. Maybe some error is happening. So now we have the content. And now we have the option to go to design. And here we have 4 options: slideshow, carousel, grid, stack. The default one is grid. Here we have aspect ratio, the option to crop images, show title, choose the thumbnails per row, padding around the gridded image, lightbox if we want the images or the video to appear when you click on them to open in a lightbox, lightbox theme, and open links in new window. So if the image or the video, I think it's only for images. If you have a link on them, then they will open in a new window if you select this. Let's click save, go to the page and see the gallery. This is the lightbox, and this is how it appears. And if you click the arrows next and previous, left, right, it navigates through the content. Now let's go back to editing mode and go through the other options of the gallery. Design. Let's go to slideshow. On slideshow, we have the options to automatically transition between slides, show next previous controls, automatically crop images, show thumbnails, thumbnails hide. They are at the bottom. Distance between the main image, title and description, and again the link in new window. Now let's go to carousel. Automatically transition between slides, next previous buttons, and now let's see stacked. This is how the stacked options appear. We have here only two options. Let's go back to grid and leave it like it is. So let's go to the next component, video. Here, recently Squarespace added the option to have your videos uploaded on the platform, but you can also add them from Vimeo or YouTube. I'll add a link from YouTube. And we have the option to custom featured image. I think it's the thumbnail. And we have video settings, and it says that these are only for videos that have been uploaded directly to the platform. We have the description. But if you want to have a video open in the lightbox, you can use the gallery and have the option open in the lightbox. And this is the video component. The next component is the form. It comes with a few values by default. You specify the form name, button text, you can edit form fields and have post submit. Let's go to edit form fields. Here we have the automatically added fields, name, email, subject, message. And here are all the available fields that you can add to the form. And if you click edit, you can arrange them or remove them. And you click done. Then we have post submit. We have after submission message. Here we have HTML. I have a video about this if you're interested in adding custom JavaScript after the form is submitted. It won't work just to add a script tag, so you need some special code for that. We also have redirect, and after the form has successfully been submitted, the user will be redirected to this page. Then we have design, but I can show you many things about this because this is something new from Squarespace, and it will appear in the near future. It's available only for Circle members at the moment. Then we have manage submissions, email notification where the email will be sent with the results of the form, additional storage. We can connect to Google Drive, Zapier, and MailChimp. With Zapier, you have many options to connect to different APIs, so it's a great feature. And you also have the options to have Google reCAPTCHA. That's an option from Google to prevent bots from submitting the form. And this is the form component. After Squarespace releases officially the changes for the design, I will have the video prepared and you can check it about the design options for forms. And this is the form component. Next component, spacer. This is useful for the classic editor, like we're using right now, to add space. But in the Fluid engine, you have other options and basically you don't need it. You can adjust the height, and that's the simple. And that's the spacer component. Next component is audio. Here you have the option to upload an audio file, say the title, author, external file, audio file, MIME type, title, author, podcasting, option, title, subtitle, summary, episode note, and design. Show download link, player style, player color. And here you have the option to upload your file or use an external file. And this is the audio component. Next is the newsletter. It's similar to the form, but it's specialized for newsletters. You have the form name, title, description, disclaimer, button text, require name field, post submit. You have the post submit similar to the form. You have the design, stack or float, and you have the alignment. And you can also have a background applied. And if you choose that, then you have the color, corner radius and padding. Then on storage, you have similar to the form, and you have the options to have confirmation turned on. So when they subscribe, they need to confirm that that's their email and they want to be subscribed. And that's the newsletter component. Next component, Accordion. Here you have, I think they are expandable. Yes. Let me save and show you on the results page. This is basically what it does. It's kind of useful for FAQs, frequently asked questions. And it has these options. When you click on the item, title, description, you can duplicate it or delete it. Then on design, you have the title format or other HTML type, alignment, description the same, design, expand first item, so it's open by default, allow multiple open items, so the other ones don't close when you click on them, dividers, opacity, thickness, icon, arrow or plus, icon size, icon thickness, row padding and background. And this is the accordion component. Let's go to the next component, scrolling. This was introduced in 2023 recently, and you can add items, you can edit items, you can duplicate them, you can add the link, and you have design options. Here we have wave intensity, text style, text size, direction, speed, pause and hover, fade edges, item spacing. I have a video about it and you can check it if you want. It's on my YouTube channel, and there I go more in depth about this component. So let's go on the next component, line. This is very straightforward. It's just a line. Then we have the quote. Here we have the quote, source quote, design, animation, and background. So very simple. Let's go to the next component, map. This is a map from Google, and you have the options to search for your location. And once you select the location, go to design and choose the design settings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options. Grayscale is by default. Let's see original. This is the default Google one. We have satellite, dark, light, and blue. Then we have options for labels, terrain, and controls. And a quick tip, if you want a map to be more zoomed, you zoom from the mouse or from the touchpad, and then you save this option and it will remain zoomed like this. Let me show you. And it is like we zoomed in from the settings. And this is the map component. It uses Google Maps. Let's go to the next component, embed. Here we have the options to embed as link or code snippet. It's basically like a code injection thing, like the code block. Let's go to the next block, Markdown. Here we have the Markdown, and you have style cheat sheet. And on this page, they show you details about Markdown. I haven't used this component very much. Let's go to the next component. Next component is code. Here you can inject custom code, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You can select what type, CSS, HTML, JavaScript, Markdown, plain text. If you select the HTML, then you need to add the tags for CSS and JavaScript. You have the option to display source code. And now you see the source code itself. And if you disable this, it will run like the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code. I use this field very much. Next component is summary. And here you get the summary from a certain page. You can have from products, blog, and I think also if you have portfolio type, you can choose. Let's select from the blog. And you also have from course. But I have a special video for this summary, and you can check it on my YouTube channel, so I won't dive too deep about it. You select the source, you select the settings, the primary data, date posted, all other options, secondary metadata, and filter items. Then on design, you have some options, but like I said, I have a special video only for summary blocks. And this is the summary block component. Let me save. Then the next component is menu. And this is for restaurants. This is how it appears. Then you have design, multi-column, centered, currency symbol, and formatting help. Here they explain you how you can format this. I haven't used it very much. It's useful for restaurants. And let's go to the next component. The next component is calendar. And here you have the options basic grid blog, mastery blog, or product. You can display events, blog posts, products, or gallery images as a calendar. I haven't used this component very much. I don't think I have used it at all actually. Then we have social links, and here your social links appear. You can add additional ones and the icon appears automatically. Now let's go for the next component. Chart. Here you have charts, chart type, line chart, pie chart. Let's go with line chart, design, chart title, caption, show legend, color palette, import export, import or export chart data. And this is basically the chart component. You have searched some options and it's good. If you need something more simple, you can use this one. And these are the main components. Then we have additional integrations, reservations, business. We have for product, scheduling, digital product, donation. And let's go first with product. Here we have the option to search a product. And it basically displays the product, then design, description, add to cart, price, title, image, quick view. You basically can add a view to your product of yours. And this is very simple. Let's go to the next component, donation. This is an option to allow users to donate on your website. Donation amounts, text, title, description, add form fields, edit donation recipient. It works like a form to capture data for donation, design, alignment. Let's align it. This is to customize the email they receive after submitting a donation. Let's add a field. Not sure why the field doesn't appear. Maybe it appears at a certain stage of the payment. Now let's go to the next component. Scheduling. So if you have equity scheduling or acuity scheduling, you can use this option and it will show your scheduling options. And here for acuity scheduling, you have many options and you can watch some videos about it on YouTube. Squarespace has acquired it. Then the next component, digital product. Some pricing plans. So if you have a digital product, you can select it from here and people can sign up. So you can add it on different pages so they can sign up easily. Then on design, you have certain options, the positioning, and that's it. Let me see if other components have remained. Here we have integrations with Instagram, Amazon, Flickr, 500 pixels, Brands in Town, Swarm, OpenTable, RSS, SoundCloud, Zola. And then the last components we have search, tag cloud, archive, and content link. And these are the component blocks that you can use on Squarespace at the moment. I hope the video was useful. If you enjoyed it, click the like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.